Okay, and it's a triglyceride, similar to triglyceride. Okay, it's that one of the fatty acid chain is replaced by a phospho part. Okay, remember this is a glycerol part. Here is 2 fatty acid chain rather than 3 fatty acid chains, and is replaced by a phospho group. Steroids are fats. Cholesterols are fats. Okay, it is very important for your body. Okay, without cholesterol, people think cholesterol is bad, but without cholesterol, cholesterol, it forms prostaglandins, which is something that'll help you clot. Your brain is mostly made of fat. Okay. Now we're going to come to proteins. Proteins got carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. Here is a bond between anytime you see peptide bond, we're talking about a protein. Okay, so protein is extremely complex. Okay, very large molecules. Again, the peptide bonds is formed between them. Okay, so protein is made of amino acids. It could be hundreds to thousands of amino acids together. So first, it is formed into alpha helix, like your, just a circular shape like that. Okay, then it's going to come into a secondary structure like this, and then it will wind and curl, and then has covalent bond in between them, hydrogen bond, and things like that. Forms are very complex. So this is a protein molecule of a hemoglobin, which is one of the substance in your blood cells that attracts oxygen. Okay, hemoglobin. And we will learn about this later. So when a protein is denatured, it doesn't go back. For example, egg white. All right. Once you cook the egg white, it doesn't go back. So here we are looking at going back to this. Don't forget each protein has a unique shape. The shape of the protein dictates its function. Okay. For example, a fork. You don't use a fork to drink soup. Okay, because the function of the fork is to poke your food. Okay. Here we are looking at a substrate. Okay. Substrate, it's a reactant. Remember, we talked about reactant, and then reaction, and then the product. Okay. A substrate is a reactant in an enzymatic reaction. So the substrate will go into an enzyme. Okay, here's the enzyme that helps the substrate, which is at this moment is the reactant, and then it will become a product. Okay, so a substrate is the reactant in an enzymatic reaction. Okay. So protein also provide energy. Usually, the body will first use carbohydrate and fat, and then protein last. I'm sure some of you know about the keto diet. Uses energy from proteins. Okay, Proteins are therefore found in all living organisms. So the protein that you eat, like a steak, okay, if you eat a cow protein, we're not going to become a cow by eating more cows, okay? What happens is the body will denature it. It will break it down into basic amino acids and rebuild it for what our body needs. So nucleic acids. Nucleic acids are DNA, right? If you eat an animal, you will bound to eat some of the DNA, right? It's in there. Okay, you eat their cells and all that stuff. Okay, so nucleic acid, it's arranged in nucleotides. It depends on how it's arranged. Okay, so DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. We've seen when we did the sugar part right here. Oh, there you go. Deoxyribose. So this is using DNA. Okay. And the ribose ribonucleic acid is used in RNA. Okay. So the difference is the amount of sugar, the strand, and one nitrogenous base. Okay. Where is it located? Okay. So a couple of things to remember is we're gonna abbreviate them with C, T, U, A, and G. Okay. Let me see if it's here. So pentose, it looks like a 5 sugar shape. Okay, pentose. And so this is the DNA. DNA has the A, T, and the C, and the G. They all complement each other. Okay, I'm going to show this to you during lab. A goes with T, and C goes with U. Now G is only in RNA. Okay, and I'll show this to you in lab. So there are 46 chromosomes. We're going to learn about those later. Okay. If you look at this, okay, this color coordinated, A goes with T. Okay, A always goes with T, and C always goes with G. Okay, this is DNA. And so if you look at, again, the DNA, A always goes with T, and C always goes with G. But the only difference between DNA and RNA, one of the differences is A, instead of going with T, will be replaced with U. So it'll be A, U, and C, G. Okay, that's how you tell the difference between DNA and RNA. Okay. That's it for chapter 2.